So I just realized it's raining real bad right now. I'm just like... Hold on 1 second. Oh god, the rain really just came down. Shit. This is not good. I'm either gonna have to take a light rail home. It's not good. This is really bad. This is really bad. Okay. Okay. So unfortunately I had a detour from Chinatown. As you can see, my window is like a little hazy and foggy. It's raining real bad. I hope the rain stops going down. Thank you for the like. Yes, happy Chinese New Year. It's really cold and raining right now. God. Now we're seeing like, oh my god, look at that. Alright, we're gonna flip cameras real quick. I'm going to see if I can fix the camera real fast. It's raining real bad, guys. It's raining real bad. Really coming down. But it's like, I'm determined to walk home despite the rain. So, oh god. Alright, is that better? That's a little better. The camera was getting real bad. So okay. So come back. I need someone to talk to. Oh, God, it's so cold, too. So cold outside. Copy. Back. Yes, happy Chinese New Year. Back. Yes, happy Chinese New Year. So I'm walking home right now. It's really cold outside. So I just like to have company on my walk. Keep going. Hey. Yay! Alright, that's better. The rain's starting to go away a little bit. That's nice. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to Chinatown today, but I did get dumplings. So, but we are walking. So that's part of the story. And it is Lunar New Year. So, we're crossing the street. Oh my god, it's so cold. I might even take a bath when I get home. Great. So, I need to fix the decoders on my XSplit, and I really just want to start streaming. Video games again. So cold and freezing right now. Oh my god. Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. My legs are cold and I'm moving. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm gonna cross the street in a moment. How are you, Kalaka boy? How are you?
Walk sign is on. Now walk.
probably gonna take another bath. So, oh. I'm doing okay. You know, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I just I really you know, I'm hitting a lot of snags in this new year. So there's a lot of things that I need help with, and I'm just I'm not having the right resources right now. So that's the big problem. Um so so cold. Ugh. So how else is everybody? So I'm just walking home right now. Hello. I guess we have someone new here. How are you? Ugh. Wow, we got 3 people watching. Nice. So, it's so cold in Seattle. Okay, crossing the street, cross the street again. Dearborn. Stopping. Okay, that one is not working, so we have to walk this way. Great! Veterinary hospital. Ugh. Nice. I love Old Town. Now, the funny thing is, like, with Old Town, I did go there for Cinco de Mayo years ago, and it was they had lovely shops and everything, and I got some really good fajitas there. So, God, it's so cold. Oh my God. So, we're still walking. Is there snow? No, there isn't snow. It's rain. It's a lot of rain. So, 56%. Goddamn. Ow! I hit the brick building with my hand. It's not too bad. There's like puddles everywhere. Oh my God. Look at this water. was... Aw. Yeah. I need to play some Dance Dance Revolution. So, the good thing is, I've gotten my weight back down, but the tricky thing is, I've noticed that it's okay. It's okay. To be honest, like, I haven't been great at streaming lately, and I'm really trying to get back into it, despite all of the insanity of last year and just putting that behind me and moving forward. We're still walking. We're still walking. Look at the street lights. Walking. So, here we go. Here we go. So cold. So cold. Seattle. Cold. So, this is what I'm dealing with right now. A lot of, I might not even keep this hair for next stream. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's not very cost effective to keep the hair this way. It's like, I like the color on paper, but to be honest, it's a bit too vibrant. Ugh. We're getting through here. Nice, 5 likes. Got 5 on it. So, there's some very fascinating things that I've learned. I don't know if I should mention them. Kalaka boy, are you still here? Kalaka boy, are you here? Hello, Justice of Hearts, how are you? So, Justice of Hearts, you have to tell us, did you pick Ultra Smash or Fever? You pick, yeah, obviously. No, Ultra Smash is terrible. Like, I played that at E3 2015, and while the gameplay portion is sufficient, the sad part is you can definitely tell, like, it was just a throwaway tennis game of, we need to get a tennis game for launch. And, look, there's nothing you can really do to the, well, there is technically things you can do to the gameplay. Yeah. I mean, if you're asking my personal opinion, what they really need to do is bring back the story mode with it being more than just a tutorial. Like, and they did this for Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. So the fact that they still refuse to do the Academy-style progression system is baffling to me. And they don't have Mii's. So it's like, you know, like, imagine having a ranked match and you've taken your character through this gauntlet of trials, and you get to take it against, like, that would just make the game more impactful and meaningful, and the fact that they are too lazy to do that is sad. Also, but I do have to say this, no, an open world tennis game is not as good as it sounds. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's like, really the tennis has to be about the structure, and it's like, the game does not need to be open. What about tennis needs to be open world? Like, yeah, I guess the idea of having, like, could be fun, but it's like, we've seen Metroid be open world, and to be honest, I think Metroid Prime 4 is a terrible use of open world. There are so many games that don't do open world very well, that it's like, look, unless you're GTA, Zelda, or Mario, do not do open world. Not every game has to be open world. Like, again, like, the advantage of open world only works if it really enhances the overall experience. And it's like, I don't want to go through a barren desert of nothing. It's like, at that point, like, just make me stick on my linear path. You know, and I get it. Like, people want to feel like they have, like, so much ability of choice, but at the end of the day, like, you're playing a progression system. The progression system has a pretty set path. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could do certain choices that are going to impact your session, but ultimately you're just having a set path. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think the thing is, though, I mean, what console generation are we at? 10th? 11th? I'm trying to think. Was 64 the 6th generation? And PS2 is 7th. Wii was 8th. 9th was 3DS. 10th was... Wait, yeah, this is the 11th. So this is the 11th console generation. And at the end of the day, like, unless you're going to come up with some groundbreaking concept, which I would love to see, by the way, like, you know, open world is not a groundbreaking concept. The reason why Breath of the Wild felt like a fresh air is because of the way that it was done. But, you know, again, it's like comparing Breath of the Wild's open world to Metroid Prime 4 is night and day. Again, I would rather go for Breath of the Wild than Metroid Prime 4 for an open world game. And it's like, and the thing is, like, Metroid Prime 4 is still a solid game, right? It's still a good game. It's not bad. It's just disappointing because they had 8 years to work on it, and the game is just fine. It's not groundbreaking, it's not terrible, but it's just fine. And that's why people gave it 80s and high 70s. So, and like with Fever, I mean, I'll say this, I think Fever is trying a little harder than Aces. A little. Like, I played the demo. The demo was fine, but I don't want to spend $70. I don't think it's worth $70. I think that is fine to say. It's like, do you think Fever is $70? No. But, you know, I think the thing that we justify it is, it's a dead month of games. So, I will say, though, that Fever does sadly reuse animations, and that is extremely depressing, I have to say. I don't like that Fever reuses animations. They couldn't have come up with new concepts. They couldn't have had the characters do different type of celebratory or ceremonial aspects to a match. So, it is a bit sad. I would have liked to see more from Fever for sure. But that being said, I don't think Fever is a terrible game. I do think that, like, no, Ultra Smash, that's terrible. So, Ultra Smash is just one tennis court. That's even more bare bones. That being said, like, yeah, Fever's story mode is disappointing. It's just a bare bones tutorial. So it's just like, eh. I guess if I had to compare it to other ones, you know what's not a great one? Mario Tennis Open. But I would actually stick up for Mario Tennis Open over... I think the one major advantage of, say, Mario Tennis Open over Smash is the Mii character usage. I really like the costumes in Open. I just wish that the story mode progression, again, it's like, why can't we have this Academy style progression? It's like, this is what makes the game so stellar, is that the arc of what you go through is what builds your experience. And so the fact that we don't get it anymore because it's already been done is kind of sad. I just think that, like, you know, Pokemon has been around for almost 10 generations. And I was actually happy that they did something new with the trials. I thought that was cool. So, hey. Alright, we're still walking, we're still talking. Did anyone pick up Mario Tennis Fever? Did anyone feel disappointed? Because if they did, I understand. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I just wish they brought back the Academy. I wish they brought back from the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance. Like, I don't understand why Camelot is sleeping on it still. Like, that's what made it so good. Like, you have this academy-style progression. Like, that would definitely, you would see critics loving it. Like, I can tell you, if Camelot brought that back, and you went from junior varsity to senior varsity to varsity to a tournament, like, again, I mean, it'd kind of be cool if the academy was based in the Mushroom Kingdom, because usually the academies are based in a generic school setting. So I would have liked to see, like, the Mario be the headmaster. Like, that would be cool. Like, I just wish that, like, if they did do an academy style, like, why don't they bring back this kind of, like, structured system? Yeah, it's not worth $70, sadly. I would probably buy it if it was 40 or 50. That being said, I don't think Fever is a terrible tennis game. I just think it's disappointing. Now, Ultra Smash, that's a horrible tennis game. That I would be like, if you paid full price for that. I mean, I'll say this, like, about Ultra Smash. I remember playing it at E3 2015. Came out, it was like, oh, that's disappointing. There's nothing to this but just tennis. The structuring, the menus are very bare bones. And it's the same game since 64 Tennis. It's like, I would have wanted more than that. And I think that's really where the Mario Tennis franchise sits at right now. Is like, again, like, I can appreciate that at least the story mode is present, but although that is debatable, do we think Mario Tennis Aces has a better storyline than Fever? What do we think? Is Fever better in story? Well, there you go. Alright, we're still going, we're still going, we're still walking. Alright, look, this is the road. Damn, 44%. So, who else is still here? Managed to get 6 likes, not bad. So, Oh. Oh. Here we go. We're getting close to home now. What am I at? Hour 43, okay. I'm happy. Wow, it's loud. Alright, still walking. Like, passing the street soon. No, you're good.
I love your hair.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh my god, it's so cold. I need to set my bed. I need to clean my bedroom. I need to get that ready. Cold, tired. Alright, we're almost home. Oh, 47 minutes have been streaming. Nice. Yeah, I don't think Fever is $70. It's not $70. What did you perform? God, it's so cold. Walking. You prefer Aces over Fever? In terms of the story mode, yeah. I would say Aces definitely has aspects of story that I prefer. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Mario can level up in Aces. They don't really have that in Fever, do they? Do they have any of that in the story mode? Like, I think Aces does try a little harder in story. So, I think the disappointing thing is, you know, the baby idea, like them being all babies, is actually a cool idea. But it's so half-baked and underdeveloped that it's like, so let me get this straight. You advertise this, but it's like with social media marketing. It's like, this is what the product looks like, and this is what it is. And you're just like, oh. But yeah, I just wish that I could play Aces again some days. Like, I have to say, like, I think with Aces, and you do have to admit, they took the element of power tennis with the Smash idea with the rackets, and I did like that from Aces. With Fever, I mean, they do add some mechanics with the rackets, which is commendable and it is good, but it does feel like a lot of the rackets really blend in with another. So, it's like, I guess you could make someone's court on fire with a fire flower. Still walking. I'm like freezing right now. I'm gonna go take a bath when I get home. I have minutes left, so. This rain is horrible. I'm worried it's gonna affect my phone, so I'm gonna try to give the stream like 7 more minutes. I'm probably gonna have to dry off the camera. Alright, so here you go. There we go. Look at that. Alright, better. Almost home. I'll give myself 6 more minutes. Does anyone have any closing thoughts on Fever as a tennis game? So overall, the game is... Yeah, no, $70 is insanity. I think that we need to get to a point where the games are more... I mean, the funny thing is, when the previous NOA said variable pricing, it's like, if you asked me, I'd say 50 or 40. Yeah, and it's like, for a Mario sports game, like, let's be upfront here. If this game was going to be 70, the story mode should at least be 10 to 20 hours. 3 hours for a story mode is insanity. It's like, I understand that the padding is really going to come down to the ranked matches. Like, I'm not going to deny that. The ranked matches is where the... is going to be at. Like, if you're really trying to get your money's worth, it'd probably be playing that. And I'm sure it's a great time. Okay. Alright, so yeah, Fever is not a really great tennis game, but it's not horrible. Ultra Smash is probably the worst. Then I'd probably put the Virtual Boy one pretty close to it, if not, it's just as bad in a lot of ways. I actually don't think I've ever... Actually, no. I did play it. My eyes hurt. Like, I felt like my eyes were bleeding. Oh my god. I actually... Fun fact! So, when I had a video game group in New Jersey, and we had an anniversary, one of my friends brought a Virtual Boy, and we played the Virtual Boy. And I have to tell you, I can understand why that console sold horribly. That was not a great console. Oh my god. I am kind of shocked they re-released it, so I'm kind of just like, no. So, we're almost home at this point. I'm crossing the Ross in the safe way. There's a T-Mobile. What else? Did they... Oh. Is the whole library on the Nintendo Switch 2? The funny thing is, you don't really need the Virtual Boy accessory, right? Like, it's not going to detect if you don't have it. So you can be, as long as you don't dock it, right? So, we're gonna wrap things up in a moment. I have to get going home. Go ahead. Alright, we're gone and out of the way. What did you want to tell me? Oh, I'll just say it on stream. So I learned Tipster is trans. The more you know. Tipster is trans. Fun fact. Yep, they came out. You can check their channel and everything. I know. I was even shocked. I was like, God damn. Well, just in time for Resident Evil Code Veronica. Oh, yeah. I know. Well, if this person feels the way they are, is who they are, then hey. Whatever floats your boat, different strokes for different folks. So, no, I'm sorry. I do not smoke, no. Right? I was surprised too. You said it, I did not. I just, for the record, I did not say that. You did. So, but I did appreciate the joke. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it. So instead of tipster, it's transter. I'm kind of laughing. It's kind of... So I'm gonna end the stream here. I have to cross the street. I have to get home. I'll talk to you later, guys. Yeah, I know.